Have you ever noticed how some couples who once couldn't keep their hands off each other slowly stop kissing altogether? No dramatic fight, no big announcement. Just one day, the goodnight kiss becomes a nod. The passionate kiss becomes a quick peck, and then even that disappears. If you've ever wondered why older couples stop kissing and what it truly means, this video might open your eyes in ways you didn't expect. Because here's the truth no one talks about. When kissing fades, it's rarely about age. It's about emotions, unspoken wounds, shifting identities, silent disappointments, changing bodies, and years of habits that slowly replace desire with routine. And if you stay with me until the end, you'll not only understand why it happens, you'll understand how it can be reversed. In the early days of love, kissing is electric. It's spontaneous. It's hungry. It's a language before words even matter. A kiss says, "I want you." It says, "You're mine." It says, "I still feel something powerful when I'm close to you." But as couples grow older, something subtle begins to shift. Responsibilities increase, children arrive, careers demand attention, health fluctuates, and romance quietly takes a back seat. One of the biggest reasons older couples stop kissing is emotional fatigue. After years together, unresolved arguments stack up. Small disappointments that were once ignored become internal scars. It's not always explosive conflict. Often, it's quiet resentment. Maybe she felt unheard for years. Maybe he felt unappreciated. Maybe both stopped expressing gratitude. And when emotional closeness fades, physical closeness often follows. A kiss requires vulnerability. It requires leaning in. And when hearts feel guarded, lips hesitate. Another reason is routine. Routine is safe, but it can be dangerous for intimacy. Couples move from lovers to teammates. They discuss bills, grandchildren, doctor appointments, grocery lists. Conversations become functional. The spark that once lived in playful teasing and flirtation slowly disappears. Kissing, which once felt natural, begins to feel unnecessary. Not unwanted, just not prioritized. Health changes also play a major role. As we age, our bodies change. Hormones shift. Energy levels fluctuate. Certain medications reduce libido. Physical pain can make closeness uncomfortable. Self-confidence may decline. A man who once felt strong and desirable may struggle with erectile issues. A woman who once felt radiant may feel invisible or insecure. When someone feels less attractive, they may unconsciously pull away from kissing because kissing feels like the doorway to expectations they fear they cannot meet. There is also the quiet fear of rejection. After decades together, some couples stop initiating kisses because they're afraid the other person won't respond warmly. That fear may not be spoken, but it's powerful. Imagine leaning in and feeling a stiff response. Over time, people protect themselves by not trying, and so both partners wait, and the space between them grows. Sometimes kissing stops because affection was never modeled properly. Many older generations grew up in homes where affection wasn't openly displayed. Love was shown through providing, cooking, staying loyal, not through constant touch or kissing. In the early stage of romance, passion overrides those learned patterns. But over time, people return to what feels familiar, and for some, that familiar place is emotionally reserved. Unresolved grief can also silence physical affection. As couples age, they experience loss. Parents, siblings, friends. Grief changes a person's internal world. It can create emotional numbness. It can lower desire. It can make someone retreat inward. If one partner is carrying silent grief, they may unintentionally distance themselves physically. There's also the transformation of identity. When couples first meet, they are individuals discovering each other. As years pass, they merge identities into us. While unity is beautiful, losing individuality can reduce mystery, and mystery fuels desire. When everything about your partner feels predictable, kissing can lose its excitement, not because love is gone, but because novelty is gone. Technology has quietly contributed too. Even older couples today spend hours on phones, watching television, scrolling social media. Instead of sitting close and talking at night, they sit side by side staring at screens. Physical proximity without emotional presence creates distance. A kiss requires attention, and attention is the new luxury. Stress never fully disappears with age. Financial pressures, adult children's problems, health scares, these stressors keep the nervous system in survival mode. When the brain is focused on problem solving, it deprioritizes romance. Cortisol rises, desire lowers. A tired mind doesn't crave kissing, it craves rest. But here's something important. Stopping kissing doesn't always mean love is gone. For many older couples, love transforms from passionate intensity into deep companionship. They feel safe together, loyal, committed. They may sit quietly holding hands or simply sharing space. To outsiders, it might look cold, but internally, there may be deep attachment. However, the absence of kissing can still create loneliness, because humans never outgrow the need to feel wanted. Sometimes couples stop kissing because they assume the other person doesn't care about it anymore. Assumptions are dangerous. A wife may think, he hasn't tried in years, maybe he doesn't need it. Meanwhile, the husband may think, she never leans in, maybe she's not interested. Two people craving affection, both staying silent. Past betrayals also leave long shadows. Even if a couple stayed together after infidelity, trust may have been repaired practically, but not emotionally. Kissing requires trust. It requires surrender. If part of the heart remains guarded, the body follows. Another overlooked reason is shifting love languages. Some older couples express love through acts of service or financial support. They believe paying bills, fixing the car, cooking meals is enough. And while those gestures are meaningful, they don't replace physical affection. When partners misunderstand each other's love languages, one may feel loved while the other feels starved. Cultural expectations matter too. In many societies, public affection among older couples is discouraged or seen as inappropriate. Over time, that mindset seeps into private life as well. Couples internalize the idea that passion belongs to youth. They subconsciously suppress romantic gestures because they feel too old for them. But desire does not retire at 50, 60, or 70. The need for closeness is lifelong. There's also the weight of long-term conflict. Years of criticism can erode attraction. If one partner constantly feels judged, they may withdraw physically. Emotional safety is the foundation of physical intimacy. Without it, even a simple kiss can feel forced. For some couples, sex became mechanical or stressful, so they avoided kissing to avoid leading to sex. They separated affection from intimacy because intimacy carried pressure. Over time, avoiding pressure meant avoiding kissing altogether. Yet, here is the powerful truth. Kissing is not just a romantic gesture. Science shows it releases oxytocin, the bonding hormone. It reduces stress. It lowers blood pressure. It strengthens emotional attachment. When older couples stop kissing, they unknowingly remove one of the simplest tools for connection and healing. So what can be done? The first step is awareness without blame. Instead of accusing, "You never kiss me anymore," try expressing vulnerability. "I miss feeling close to you." That small shift changes defensiveness into dialogue. Second, start small. A kiss doesn't need to be passionate immediately. Begin with gentle touches, holding hands during a walk, a warm hug that lasts 20 seconds longer. Physical closeness can slowly rebuild comfort. Third, address health openly. Talk about medications, body changes, insecurities. Removing shame reduces distance. Fourth, reintroduce novelty. Go somewhere new. Try a new hobby together. Novel experiences stimulate dopamine, which can reignite attraction. Fifth, reduce distractions. Create device-free evenings. Sit facing each other. Eye contact alone can restore intimacy. And finally, understand that kissing at 60 looks different from kissing at 25, but it can be deeper. It carries history, shared struggles, shared victories, a lifetime of inside jokes. When older couples choose to kiss again, it's not just lips touching, it's decades reconnecting. If you're watching this and you're in a long-term relationship, ask yourself gently, when was the last time we kissed with intention? Not out of habit, not out of routine, but with presence. Because love doesn't disappear overnight. It fades quietly when neglected. But it can also return quietly, with one brave gesture. Maybe tonight, instead of turning away after saying goodnight, you lean in. Maybe you hold your partner's face for a second longer. Maybe you let them feel that they're still desired. And if you're someone who feels hurt because the kisses stopped, remember this: silence creates distance, but conversation creates possibility. Older couples don't stop kissing because they stop loving. They stop kissing because life gets loud, wounds go unhealed, and assumptions replace communication. But intimacy is not reserved for the young. It belongs to the courageous, the ones willing to try again. If this message touched your heart, share it with someone who needs to hear it. And if you believe love should never grow silent, make sure you subscribe and stay with this community, where we talk about the real truths of long-term relationships, the kind no one else wants to say out loud. Because growing older together should never mean growing apart. And sometimes, all it takes to begin again is one kiss.